Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Ninja News. So, today I'm hoping that it will become Bruce Lee Day. Bruce Lee basically came into my life when I was a youngster. I think about the time that I was about 13 years old is when he passed on. I had already been to the theaters and checked out his movies. I was really thrilled 100%, you know. I never knew that I was going to become a world martial arts champion in forms, fighting, and weapons, as well as an actor, a director, a producer, and a martial arts entertainer. But Bruce Lee really made a difference in my life. I was lucky enough to meet him, his family. I got to talk with Shannon and Brandon and Linda, and a lot of his closest friends, including Danny Asano, Taki Katamoro, his brother Daniel Lee. It's been a long journey. I was on the tournament circuit for over 25 years of my life. I never knew that I was going to become so involved in the world of martial arts. All I can say is it's a good thing. And I'm grateful to Bruce Lee for all that he's done for me. He basically led a really good path. And I was able to get on that path and follow it and then create my own ways. But I like what he said about be like water. Water can flow or it can crash. You know, sometimes you got to go with it. You know, because in this life, you come into a lot of obstacles, which Chuck Norris told me a lot about that. He's like, sometimes life is like a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round or, you know, those rides at the museums. Anyway, I learned a lot about that. It's a lot of ups and downs, and you just got to go with the flow and not let nobody or nothing stop you, because you will have obstacles. Chuck Norris used to tell me, just back up and run and jump over them like they're hurdles. Because people will put hurdles in your way, but you can't let that stop you. And later on in my life, I found out by watching people like Prince and Michael Jackson, and of course Bruce Lee, to be persistent in what you're trying to do. And don't let nothing and nobody stop you. You gotta be focused. And in martial arts, to teach you the type of discipline where you have to train day and night, over and over and over. I've been in martial arts now for over 50 years, and Bruce Lee has been passed on for over 50 years, but he still continues to influence me to do my best to pass the test, to stay grounded. So, as this becoming the first National Bruce Lee Day for a Chinese guy who came originally from San Francisco, then he moved to Hong Kong, then from Hong Kong he came back to San Francisco when he was about 19 years old. He worked at Ruby Chow's Chinese restaurant. He opened up a studio in Oakland. And I just learned so much about that, about being persistent, working hard, going to school, becoming educated, and taking filmmaking and photography, and becoming successful with it. And so now, I carried it onto my website, masterchuckycurrie.com, and I made a couple of short films that's really good, and I got to work in major movies, including Rush Hour 2 with my friend Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, as well as Ocean's 11, The Hulk, Twisted, Triple X State of the Union. Got to meet a lot of different writers, directors, producers. It's been great. Got to work with a lot of famous actors, including Bernie Mac, and of course Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, Brad Pitt, Andy Garcia, met Halle Berry, and it's just been a lot going on. Meeting Chuck Norris was great. I met Chuck Norris way back in like 1979 after I won the Long Beach Internationals in forms and fighting competition. I was asked to be on the West Coast demonstration team, and I toured with them as a guest star, opening act. Got to go on national television on ESPN, performing to Dirty Mind by Prince. I was the first to do martial arts with music. As far as entertainment, music like, you know, Michael Jackson and Prince at the time, Herbie Hancock, a lot of different great artists. And after that, it opened the doors for a whole lot of newcomers in the martial arts industry, as well as movies like Mortal Kombat, stuff like that, to have music, dynamic music, not just any type of music, but featured music. And to make such a big difference in others' lives, I think that's important, to be creative and to open opportunities for others and to stay on your path. Be creative, dream big, and if you could believe it, you could achieve it. I like meeting Richard Pryor and Michael Jackson and Prince and having them tell me really great things about success. As far as, you know, I'm not really into all of the crowds jumping me and running at me. I'm more of a private person. As you can see, I'm here at the lake, enjoying the water and the flow. That's pretty cool with me. Other than that, I'm more like a ninja. I'm more quiet. I just do what's necessary. I do my job, I pay my bills, and I train my martial arts, and I train my filmmaking and film study. Anyway, life is good, and I do hope that this becomes a National Bruce Lee Day, because I'm sure he made a lot of difference in a whole lot of people's lives within the martial arts world, as well as outside of the martial arts world. So, be creative and stay focused. And remember, where there's a will, there's a way. So don't let nothing or nobody stop you. Ciao for now. Good luck, Bruce Lee, on having a Bruce Lee Day. Shannon, I'm behind you 100%, as well as Linda and the Bruce Lee Foundation. And I miss my friend Leo Fong as well. He taught me a lot about Bruce Lee. He's a really good friend of Bruce Lee's, and yeah, this is an important day for me. Okay, everybody, take care, stay positive, be like water, go with the flow, and remember, if you could dream it, you could achieve it. So don't let nothing or nobody stop you. Thanks again. Ciao, Bella.